An increasing number of famous gay men are choosing to live openly, not only regarding their careers, but also their romantic lives. However, when relationships with age gaps appear, public opinion immediately splits into two opposing views. Some see it as mutual empathy and personal choice, while others find it difficult to accept. So where do you stand on this matter? If you agree, comment 1. If not, comment 0. Enjoy the video, and don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to show your support. And now let's explore the story. The relationship between designer Calvin Klein and young model Nick Gruber was once likened to a modern-day fairy tale despite an age gap of 47 years. Klein spared no expense in pampering his lover, culminating in a lavish Studio 54-themed birthday party attended by a host of A-list stars. The glamour and splendor surrounding them left the public both admiring and curious about the true nature of this controversial mismatched relationship. However, turmoil quickly struck when Gruber faced legal troubles involving charges of drug possession and assault, forcing Klein to decisively end the relationship to protect his reputation. Despite rumors of a reconciliation the following summer, the deep-seated rifts and Gruber's reckless lifestyle rendered any efforts to reunite hopeless. The love story, once celebrated in the headlines, suddenly became a subject of endless controversy. The ending of this romance was a breakup as Gruber spiraled into scandal, was ousted from high society, and shocked everyone by claiming he was no longer gay. The two went their separate ways, leaving behind a sad legend about the vanity beneath the glamour. Do you agree that the spotlight of fame cannot hide internal fractures? Comment 1. If you agree, 0. If you disagree, and don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support the channel. Christopher Isherwood and Don Bachardy began their relationship in 1953 when the 30-year age gap between them was a taboo that shocked public opinion at the time. Despite malicious rumors suggesting Bachardy was merely a gold digger, their love flourished, becoming a deep connection, both emotionally and artistically. Bachardy transformed from a young man into a muse, sparking endless inspiration for Isherwood's legendary literary works. Their relationship was not always smooth, as it endured countless ups and downs, from heated arguments to periods of infidelity and near separations. However, it was their mutual understanding and acceptance of each other's flaws that helped them overcome everything, turning hardships into the glue that bound their two souls together. Isherwood even imagined the painful scenario of losing Bachardy in his novel, A Single Man, a testament to the vital importance of his partner. Their enduring bond lasted until Isherwood's death in 1986, becoming a symbol of sincere love that transcended all barriers of time. Today, Bachardy still lives in their shared home, filled with memories in Santa Monica, a place that preserves the presence of his beloved. Their story has become a beautiful portrait of loyalty, affirming that true love can triumph over all prejudices and the harsh challenges of life. Gerald McCullough, star of the CSI series, and Derek Gordon, the pioneering NCAA basketball player, created a sensation when they went public with their relationship. The union between a talented actor and a courageous athlete broke invisible barriers in both the entertainment and sports worlds. They were not only a striking couple, but also important role models, powerfully inspiring the LGBTQ+ community to live authentically and take pride in their love. The moment they stood hand in hand at the GLAAD Media Awards in New York became a historic milestone celebrating love and freedom. Gordon shared his overwhelming happiness on social media, calling it an amazing night that he never wanted to end alongside the person he loves. This event carried not only personal significance, but also marked a major step forward in the acceptance of gender diversity within mainstream media. The love story of McCullough and Gordon is a clear testament to courage and the hope for a more open and tolerant society. The sincerity and affection they share have positively inspired millions, showing that love can remain steadfast in the face of prejudice. In your opinion, do relationships like these contribute to changing how society views love? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you disagree, and don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us. The love story of pottery king Jonathan Adler and creative director Simon Doonan began with a fateful blind date in 1994. Despite their contrasting personalities, the free-spirited American Adler and the refined British Doonan, they found a strange harmony in their souls. Their passion for art and creative minds became the invisible thread binding them together, laying a solid foundation for a relationship that has lasted for decades. After 14 years of companionship and achieving success together, they officially married in 2008, becoming one of the most powerful couples in the design world. Not only supporting each other in their careers, they also redefined the image of a modern family, successful, happy, and full of laughter. The combination of their talent and love has created indelible marks inspiring many with the ability to balance work and personal life. To this day, after nearly 20 years together, the relationship between Adler and Doonan continues to thrive, based on mutual respect and unconditional love. They prove that differences in culture or personality are not barriers, but rather the missing pieces that complete one another. Their story is a quiet yet profound testament, affirming that true love and shared passion can create wonders that last forever. The relationship between legendary pianist Liberace and young chauffeur Scott Thorson was a series of days steeped in luxury, but also filled with tragedy. Liberace used his wealth and fame to envelop his young lover, showering Thorson with extravagant gifts and bringing him into the glamorous world of the spotlight. However, behind that magnificent facade was excessive control. Liberace even forced Thorson to undergo plastic surgery to look more like him, turning love into a morbid obsession. The pressure to hide their true sexual orientation during an era when society was not yet open kept their relationship in a constant state of tension and deceit. Psychological manipulation and personal calculations gradually killed their affection, leading to a loud breakup filled with lawsuits and betrayal. The dark corners of this affair were later exposed in raw detail, revealing the heavy price of fame when one cannot live as their true self. The story of Liberace and Thorson is not a fairy tale of love, but a painful lesson about loneliness and the yearning to be loved in an entertainment world full of temptation. Although it ended in tragedy, this relationship left a profound mark on popular culture and was recreated through cinema as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that money and fame cannot buy happiness or replace sincerity. Do you agree with this message? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you disagree. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us. Designer Marc Jacobs and adult film actor Harry Lewis once overwhelmed the public with their passionate romance and extravagant travels. Despite the age gap, they frequently shared sweet and romantic moments on social media, painting a picture of a desirable, free-spirited life. The openness and intensity of both individuals turned them into the center of attention, making fans believe in a dreamlike love story within the fashion world. However, that brilliant romance ended as quickly as it began when Louis announced the breakup with a symbolically broken picture frame. Although they went their separate ways, both maintained mutual respect and affirmed that the decision stemmed from the realities of life rather than a loss of love. Louis's sincere admission that they had to stop despite still having feelings left many followers and supporters of the couple in deep regret. The story of Marc Jacobs and Harry Lewis shows that sometimes love and lifestyle compatibility are not enough to sustain a long-term relationship. Although they did not have a fairy tale ending, their time together remains a collection of beautiful and colorful memories. They chose to let go gracefully to preserve the best of each other, demonstrating the maturity and civility in love within modern times. After stepping away from a 13-year relationship, Cheyenne Jackson found new happiness with Jason Landau, a man who shared many common values with him. Their relationship progressed rapidly thanks to a deep soul connection and mutual understanding in both work and life. Jackson and Landau quickly realized they were each other's destiny together, building a passionate and inspiring love story that captured the public's admiration. After only a short period of dating, they held their wedding in 2014 and welcomed twins in 2016, completing the picture of a happy family. Their journey from strangers to partners and fathers was built on a foundation of trust, devotion, and responsibility. Jackson and Landau have become an ideal model of a gay family in Hollywood, where love is always prioritized and serves as the guiding light for every action. Their story does not stop at romance. It is also a journey of maturity and the courage to build a home in their own way. The simple, everyday moments they share have spread positive energy, showing that happiness can come from very ordinary things. The relationship between Jackson and Landau reminds us that family is created from sincere love, not from social prejudice. Do you agree with this viewpoint? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you disagree, and don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us. Colton Haynes and Jeff Leatham were once considered Hollywood's golden couple, with a romantic wedding that sparked admiration and envy in many. However, the realities of married life, along with its pressures and differences, caused their relationship to fracture after only 6 months of living together. News of their considering divorce shocked fans, exposing the difficulties that even the seemingly most perfect couples must face when entering family life. However, instead of giving up, both chose to confront their problems and strive for reconciliation upon realizing that their love for each other was still far too great. They learned to communicate, listen, and understand one another more deeply to overcome crises and rediscover their lost connection. The decision not to divorce but to repair their mistakes together demonstrated their maturity and the seriousness they held toward their marriage vows. The turbulent story of Haynes and Leatham offers a valuable lesson about the patience and tolerance required in every marriage. It reminds us that happiness is not a ready-made destination, but a journey of relentless effort from both sides. It was the will to preserve their love that helped them weather the storm, proving that as long as love and respect remain, any rift can be healed. The love story between athlete Tom Daley and screenwriter Dustin Lance Black is likened to a modern fairy tale powerfully inspiring the LGBTQ+ community. Daley bravely came out about his true sexual orientation thanks to the power of love, and Black was the man behind that radiant smile. Their age difference has never been a barrier, On the contrary, it only highlights the deep bond and understanding between two kindred spirits always moving toward each other. Black is not only a lover, but also a solid pillar of support, always wholeheartedly backing Daley in his top-level competitive career as well as in life. Simple acts of care, such as Black flying to England to celebrate Christmas with Daley's family, affirmed the seriousness and commitment of their bond. Their love has overcome all prejudices, becoming a beacon of hope for those yearning to live authentically and love fully. Together, Daley and Black have built a happy family, proving that love can change lives and bring extraordinary strength. They have become positive role models, spreading the message of equality and freedom in love to the world. Their story at every stage remains a beautiful testament that true happiness comes to those brave enough to follow the calling of their hearts. These love stories, from glamorous affairs to bonds that endure through the years, offer a profound lesson that happiness does not happen by chance. They shatter the myth of effortless fairy tales, showing that love, regardless of gender or age, always demands effort, tolerance, and the courage to live authentically. Whether ending in fulfillment or heartbreak, each journey is a vivid testament, affirming that rising above all prejudices and challenges, everyone deserves to be loved and cherished. So we have gone through the love journeys of some of the most famous couples. Which couple impressed you the most, or whose story left you with the most regret? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to give me a like, share, and hit that subscribe button right below so you don't miss any of our upcoming exciting videos. Thank you so much for your support.